Hey there, Coach Devin here. There has been a ton of speculation on Matt Lafleur's last second chance there at the end of the game, and did Matt Lafleur for the Green Bay Packers blow the game by deciding to kick a field goal with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left? People are saying, oh, Matt Lafleur should regret that. He blew the game, he lost the game, gave the ball back to Tom Brady. We're going to talk about that right now. Was Matt Lafleur right, or was Matt Lafleur wrong? Before we get going, please hit like and subscribe down below. Things I love, I like fitness. Obviously, I own a gym. I love motorcycles. I love football and my family. That's my things. And you know what? I make these videos not because I want to make money, but because I want to talk about cool things that I love. And one of them is football. I am not a Green Bay fan by any stretch of the imagination. Let's be clear. I'm a Bears fan, which means I'm supposed to hate Green Bay. But in this case, we're going to talk Green Bay. All right, let's get going. So you are facing fourth down. You need a touchdown. You're down 8 points. 8 points. Matt Lafleur is down. Green Bay's down 8 points. End of the game, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. What do you do? Well, a lot of people out there are saying, well, Matt Lafleur, 100%, go for the touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, give the ball back to Tom Brady with like 2 minutes and 3 seconds, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. And, hope for the best, and let's, maybe get a tie, or you get a takeaway or something like that. I'm in disagreement. And you know what? I'm not a Matt Lafleur fan. I'm not a big Green Bay fan. I don't love Green Bay. I'm a Bears fan. But I think Matt Lafleur made the right call. Yes, it didn't turn out the way he would have liked, but I still say Matt Lafleur made the right call. And here's why. Let's break this down. You have 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. You need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game. On the other side of the field, you have the greatest quarterback in the history of the game. Tom Brady is the master of comebacks. Tom Brady is the man. He's going to do all kinds of great things to help his team win. Yes, he hasn't been playing well in the second half. He's thrown 3 picks. Not a good thing. But you know what? You can only hold Tom Brady down for so long. So the thinking goes like this. And people are saying, well, you know what? Matt Lafleur should have just kicked a field goal. Stupid idea, right? Go get that touchdown. Here's the deal. The touchdown is not guaranteed. It's just not guaranteed. So no matter what you do when you're Matt Lafleur, you are giving the ball back to the greatest football quarterback in the history of the game. We've been 100 years of professional football. Tom Brady is the best. I mean, anybody who's making an argument for that, you can make an argument. Write it up down below. I'd love to hear why you think Tom Brady isn't the best. But listen, I'm a Bears fan. I'm not a Brady fan, and Brady is the best. Statistically, he's the best. He's gone to 10 Super Bowls in 21 years. I mean, he's the best. And I'm not taking anything away. Look, I think Bill Belichick is the greatest coach too. Even though he doesn't, work for my team, he's still the best coach in the history of the league. Brady is the best. So if you score a touchdown and you get the 2-point conversion, which is not a guarantee, and this is the thing that people are not understanding, that's not a guarantee. You're not going to necessarily get a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Best case scenario for Matt Lafleur and the Packers, you give the ball back to Tom Brady tied. That is the best case scenario. You're going to tell me you're going to give the ball back to the greatest quarterback in the history of the game with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left, and you think he's not going to drive down and score a field goal on you. That is not wise. To me, that's a stupid move, because you know what? You're giving the ball to Brady. Your defense has to stop the best player in the history of the game. No matter what, your defense has to stop Tom Brady. So LaFleur kicks a field goal. I say that's the right call, and here's why. No matter what, your defense, like we just said, has to score. It has to keep him from scoring. He cannot get first downs. You've got to stop Tom Brady, period. Now, you've been stopping him during this game, so it's possible you can do this, but your defense has to come through no matter what you do. If you kick a field goal, you're only down 5. You're down 5 points with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Brady's getting the ball back. To me, that's a good deal because you have a shot. On your sidelines, you have Aaron Rodgers, who's arguably in the top 8 to 10 quarterbacks in the history of the league. He's a guy who is a comeback genius. Aaron Rodgers, and I am not an Aaron Rodgers fan. Let's be clear, I'm a Bears fan. But Aaron Rodgers has had comeback after comeback after comeback after comeback in the fourth quarter again and again and again. He is the master at this thing. He's done this a million times. The Hail Marys at the end of games. You know what? Who would you rather have the ball in the hands of? You want the ball in the hands of Tom Brady at the end of the game with a chance to win? Or do you want the ball in your quarterback who has thrown a myriad of crazy, insane, over the course of his career, has done wild things in the fourth quarter to win you games. Who do you want the ball with? Your defense, no matter what you do, has to make a stop. If you score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, defense has to stop Tom Brady. Tough. If you kick a field goal, defense has to stop Tom Brady. If you don't get the touchdown, defense has to stop Tom Brady. So no matter what, your defense has to stop Tom Brady. But if you take that out of the equation, what do you want? Do you want to go into it with Brady having 2 minutes to milk that clock down and kick a field goal at the end? Well, you don't want that. That's not going to be helpful because Brady probably is going to do it. You got your back to the wall. But if you're down 5 and say you get the ball back, by some miracle, your defense makes that stop, you get the ball back, and you're down 5, I would rather have the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands at the end of that game with a shot at throwing that Hail Mary or doing something crazy than having the ball in Tom Brady's hands knowing he needs to kick a field goal because Tom Brady is going to come through. Listen, at the end of the day, it's a moot point. Tom Brady came through. Bottom line, Tom Brady came through, he did what was necessary, and he won the game for them. Got the first downs that were needed, and it happened. It is what it is. Now, is that penalty that, the pull on the shirt, ticky-tack? I don't think so. I think it was a good call. But, some Green Bay fans, I'm sure, are livid over it. But you know what? Don't hang on a guy's shirt if you think for 1 second that's not going to get called. Dude, you can't hang on some guy's shirt. It doesn't work that way. In the end of the day, I think Matt Lafleur makes the right call. A lot of people right now like to say, oh, Matt Lafleur lost him that game. I don't think Matt Lafleur lost him the game at all. I think Matt Lafleur put his team in a position that if that defense makes a stop, and it all comes down to the defense no matter what you do, but if he makes that defense, if the defense comes through, you put the ball back in Aaron Rodgers' hands, and this is a comeback genius. He's an artist. Aaron Rodgers has done things at the end of games that I would argue is fluky. But he's done it so often that at this point it's not fluky. The Hail Marys, the first couple that he threw in his career, I'm like, okay, he's just getting lucky. He's done it again and again, and he does it all the time. It's a regular occurrence. He does this. This is who he is. He makes crazy plays at the end of games, and you want the ball in that guy's hands, in your guy's hands at the end of the game with a shot to win. No matter what, your defense has to make a stop. You know what? If your defense has to make a stop and you have a shot at being either down 5 with the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands or down 8 with the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands, I would take the down 8-5 any day of the week because down 5 means you just need a touchdown and you win. And everybody's happy and you're ahead. But if you're down 8, you need a touchdown, you need a 2-point conversion. A lot of things are out there. It's not necessarily easy to get touchdowns in the NFL. It's not easy to get 2-point conversions. These are not gimmies. These are not kicking an extra point from a couple years ago. It's not like that. So you're taking a shot. No matter what, your defense has to make a stop. I say, personally, Matt Lafleur made the right call. I think it's the right call at the right time. When I watched it, I thought it was the right call. I thought all the pundits out there that are screaming and hollering, they're just looking to complain about something. Matt Lafleur made a great coaching decision. Now, the defense didn't bail him out like they should have, and they needed to. But in the end of the day, when you make the right coaching decision, no matter what, you're going to get ripped sometimes. It happens. But that is the right call. You give a chance for your defense to make a stop, you give a chance for your team to win, and you have a chance to get Aaron Rodgers with the ball at the end of the game. And that was in the end of the day, that's what you want. That's the perfect scenario. Aaron Rodgers with the ball and a chance to win. I don't think a touchdown at the end of the game, they missed that. I think the likelihood is with one shot, they had 4 shots to get in the end zone. They took 3 and they didn't get it. You know what? You're not guaranteed you're going to get it the next time. They didn't put the ball in the end zone in the first 3 tries. Kick that field goal, give it a chance, hope that defense can stop them. If the defense can just make one stop, Matt Lafleur is a genius. I think, personally, I think he makes the right call. I think Matt Lafleur, it's the right call. And again, I'm not a Green Bay fan. I'm not a guy who's going to be like, oh, Matt Lafleur, Green Bay, yay. That's not me. I'm a Bears fan. But in this case, I think Matt Lafleur, 100% the right call. He did the right thing. It didn't turn out well, but you know what? You can't rip the guy. The guy did the right thing to put his team in the best possible position to win that game. Guaranteed. Either way, Tom Brady has the ball. Why not the way he did it, I think, is safer, it's smarter, and it's the right way to go. If you have comments, questions, or things you disagree with, write them up down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm starting to do some football videos. I love football. I'm a huge football fanatic. I don't always agree with the norms of football. Like in this case, a lot of people are ripping Matt Lafleur, but you know what? It doesn't mean that I'm not right. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Fight be awesome.